city of Upper Canada, now what we call it the Ontario province. In 1793, the population grew, and there was a shortage of land, so people started to dump a lot of stuff on the lake, and they forced Lake Ontario to retreat backwards to the current front of the lake. The current front of the lake is an amphibian bus, so we can't cross to the lake, and instead we are going to drive half a circle like this, okay, to reach to Niagara Falls. And on our way, if you see any water body, that is part of Lake Ontario, because we are not going to drive that much far from the current front of the lake. We are going to drive almost on the lakeshore of Lake Ontario. So on our way, and even at some point we are going to cross over the lake. So if you see any water bodies on our way, that is part of Lake Ontario. Now we are going to join Gardiner Expressway. As you can read it, Gardiner Expressway. Even though it's to the left side, you can see these high-rising condominiums. These high-rising condominiums were built on the land that used to be called Fort York. Fort York was built in 1793 to protect the city of Toronto from any foreign invasion via Lake Ontario. Right now, most part of the fort is occupied by these high-rising condominiums. Of course, for the sake of history, the city left a tiny land that looks like the 1836 Fort York. Folks, in 1812, there was a bloody war in front of this fort between the Americans and the British Loyalists, and due to that, the fort was destroyed. So that's why we rebuilt it in 1836. We picked the 1836 design of the Fort York. We do have also 3 stadiums in this. For those who don't know what lacrosse is the sport of the indigenous people. It's a mixture of hockey, basketball, and football. Most people, they think hockey is the national sport of Canada, but it's not. Lacrosse is. Yes, we need everything for hockey. Yes, it is the most popular sport in Canada. Yes, it's the winter sport of Canada, but the official national sport of Canada is lacrosse. When I say hockey, what I mean is ice hockey. But here we don't say ice hockey, because if it's hockey, it should have to be on ice. So here in Canada, if you say ice hockey, someone will say, what? It's repetitive. So we just say hockey. The second stadium is to the left side across the street. It's called BMO Field, which hosts our soccer and football team. Soccer and football teams. For mine and Canadian and an American, when I say soccer, what I mean is the real football. And when I say football, what I mean is the American football. So the stadium hosts our football team, which is called Argonauts, and our